forecast a good week this week, so it's an ideal time to do a recoating of my Bivvy DIY style. So this is the Bivvy I'm going to do. It's my old Aqua Atom, probably about bloody 7-8 years old, and I bought it second hand. Can't remember, to be honest, it was that long ago. I used to use it. It's so small, and when I got it out before I couldn't believe how small it was. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna do this because it's never been waterproofed or anything. So let's have a look inside to see what the damage is. So it's not too bad actually. Few dodgy joins. So I'm gonna reproof it on the outside, but I'm also gonna go around all these tape joints on the inside as well. Give it a good going over. See, there's a couple of dodgy ones there. It is old. So yeah, we'll give them a good go anyway. So I'll do a sprinkle test now with the hose pipe. See how it furs up. Let it dry, and then tomorrow I'll show you what I'm going to waterproof it with, and then show you the results. And then once it's dry, probably the next day, I'll do the sprinkle test again. Be interesting to see what happens. I've never done it before, so let's give it a whirl. Right, let's give it a good soaking. So I'll look around the front. As you can see, just standard really, nothing's running off. I'm going to absolutely drench it now, see if it leaks. But I'll just leave the hose pipe running on it. Let's open it up and see. It's holding out pretty well. Not bad for an old Bivvy. It's just checked inside the Bivvy, it's not leaked. To be fair to Aqua, that's not a bad testament because I've never waterproofed it or anything. So I'm going to let that dry, and tomorrow let's get on with the waterproofing. So you can see I've mixed it up there with the brush. It'd be better if we had like a bigger bowl and I could have used a drill or something to mix it. But you can see I've only used that much white spirit and only that much silicone at the moment. It's only made a little tub, so we'll see how far that goes. So I've just started applying it with the brush. I'm just going to see how good it looks after a coat. So as you can see, not far off done. Done round the back, the top. It took me about 40 minutes, if that. It's not. I've just got that one panel just so you can see the difference. So yeah. So we'll see what it dries like. I'm just going to finish this panel, and then I'm going to do the inside seams, and then pretty much I'm done. There we go. Not took long at all. Right, we're done. We're done. Yeah, took about 45 minutes all in all. Starting to dry in little places now. It's not going to dry for today though, because it's 8 o'clock at night. I've done this quite late on, so I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow. But we'll see. And we'll give it once it's dried properly, probably after work tomorrow, but we'll give it a hose pipe test. Right, let's leave it overnight. Definitely easier painting it on, like slapping a bit of it on with a brush, and then using a sponge to like press it into the fabric and just slide it. Definitely easier than painting on. It looks better finish. So yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Stu, I told Stu about this last year with his old bivvy, and he did it, and he said it leaves like a little white haze for a bit, probably where something's like drying on the fabric. But one word of warning, don't do it if you're going to use your bivvy soon, because it stinks. So my hands stink, everything stinks. My missus had just closed the conservatory door because she said it stinks. So we'll leave it now, and we'll come back to it tomorrow after when I finish work and have a look. So I've just been over and had a quick look at the bivvy. I've just come back from work. One side's fully dry, that's what we're looking at. Oh, it looks fully dry anyway. The other side's a little bit darker where it's not fully dry. So let's have a quick look. As you can see, this side, it's not too bad, but it's a tiny bit darker. So what I'll do is I'll do the hose pipe test on half the bivvy that's dry, and try and compare it to what it was like yesterday. So let's have a look. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's well better. Look at that. No way. So I made up with that. Probably, I'm trying to remember now, I bought all that stuff last year but didn't have time to do it because weather was crap. I think it cost me about 10 quid for the white spirit and the silicone. So not bad. Reproof me water, reproof me bivvy for less than a tenner. So I've still got some left. I probably get there's only a small bivvy. A big bivvy you'd probably use probably 3/4 of a bottle of white spirit and half a tube of silicone. So one thing I definitely do different is when I'm mixing the white spirit and the silicone is getting a big like jam jar or something with a screw on lid, and so I can do it all in one go, and then just put some with a lid on. I can give it a good shake, because it was a bit of a, with that little tub it was a bit of a nightmare trying to get the silicone to melt into the white spirit. But apart from that, it's a piece of piddle. So yeah, made up. Just remember to buy clear silicone and not white, unless you want a snow bivvy. So yeah, I'm gonna do my thing in a couple of weeks, me net tighten hide. So there you go, DIY bivvy seal, reseal for about a tenner. Can't beat it. I will say though, if you're gonna do it, do a test patch first. Just do a little patch somewhere on the back or inside your bivvy or something, just so you know it's not going to destroy it. But I just went all out, guns blazing. I thought, sod it, it needs doing anyway. It's old, it's probably 8 years old or something like that. So yeah, I made up with that. And it was easy. Took me about, apart from mixing the stuff, if I didn't have to keep mixing in that little tub, it probably took me 45 minutes. So allow an hour and a bit for a big bivvy. And like I say, paint it on, slap it on a little bit, and then use your sponge and just like as you can see on the video, just smooth push the sponge into the fabric, and I'm sure that must like push the silicone into the fabric, into the little holes, and it also makes it go on a bit thinner so it dries better and it won't like leave any residue. So yeah, give it a whirl. Thanks for watching, and I hope it helps.